Your Beatitude Noursat Jordan would like to congratulate you again on the Papal Apostolic Trust in appointing you as the Patriarch of the Latin Church in Jerusalem. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Noursat Jordan accompanied your visit to Jordan and especially your meet with His Majesty King Abdullah II, the custodian of the Islamic and Christian holy sites in Jerusalem. Your Beatitude, how can the Patriarchate rely on His Majesty's tutelage to preserve the savings and the property of the Latin Patriarchate in the Holy Land?
As I said many times in these days, this is a question that I received several times. Jerusalem is the heart of our faith, but is also the heart for the other religions who are living there in Jerusalem. Not always peacefully, unfortunately, as everyone knows, for political reasons, sometimes a religion, but especially for political reasons. So we need, more than before, a strong voice, someone that has authority, recognized authority, in order to guarantee the balance of the citizenship among all the religions in Jerusalem. And King Abdullah, historically, is the royal house, Hashemite house of, they have these roles that we need more than before.
Your Beatitude, the Latin Patriarchate was able to carry out all its duties towards its followers in Jordan, despite the difficult health conditions the world is going through with the COVID-19 pandemic. How did you see the conditions of the people in the parishes during your visit inside and outside the capital, Amman?
I visit some places in Amman, as you said, also in the north and the south. Of course, in a few days it's impossible to see everything, but so I cannot understand all the details, but I perceived the situation that was brought to me from people, different institutions, also from the parish priests, schools, that the economic situation was already fragile before pandemic. Yeah. Pandemic worsened the situation, and there are a lot of families that really cannot arrive to the end of the month properly with children, schools, and all the commitments, the rents, and so on. This is a big concern for me, especially for the schools. I don't want children to leave our schools because they cannot pay. And of course, also for us as church is difficult because we don't have income, so we have to pay salaries. It's a very difficult situation for all. I trust the providence, but definitely this is one of the emergencies that I have to face as soon as possible. When I will go back to Jerusalem, I take some days to summarize all the different demands, requests, a lot of things. So I have to prioritize and see and conclude, and also to discuss. But this situation requires some decisions. It will be painful anyway.
Your Beatitude, many representatives from the Christian seat in the Jordanian parliament are trying to convey the people's voice and communicate with the spiritual leaders about a set of personal Christian status laws. After your visit and meeting with the Speaker of Parliament and the senators, how did you find the atmosphere under the dome of the National Assembly?
The atmosphere was good. I saw from all, not just from the Christian representatives, but also from the Speaker and the President of the Senate and so on, goodwill to listen, try to understand our needs. And for them, the main concern was to preserve the actual balance and respectful relations among the different communities in Jordan, which is good. And I think there is space to improve our position, our situations, Christians here in Jordan.
Your Beatitude, before we conclude, what message do you like to send through Noursat TV in Jordan to its viewers in Middle East and the world?
After 4 years of apostolic administrator here in the Latin Patriarchate, where I faced a lot of problems, sometimes I was very frustrated, but I saw that in the decisive moment, the providence was present. And also I saw a lot of people committed to help and support despite all the problems. So what I can say is now that even now, with all the problems, we have to trust the providence, to trust our faith in Jesus. Jesus never abandoned us. And this should be our strength. Then also, I want to thank, shortly it will be the Feast of St. Francis of Sales. I want to thank also the media, all the media, for their work. As I said also in other context, in the past we were used to preach in the squares. Now the square are the media. So thank you for all those who are working in the media, bringing the good news to all the people in all the houses. And so I want to thank also Noursat Jordan, Noursat generally, that is the main Christian channel in all Arab world. So thank you for your service. You are cooperator of the church, part of the church, in announcing the good news.
It's our pleasure, your gratitude, and hopefully you had a good time also here in Jordan as a patriarch. And I hope to have a safe trip back home to Jerusalem. Keep us in your prayers and keep us in your mind also. And thank you for everything and your time for this interview.
Thank you, Paul.